Hello, you all are welcome back to KT Physics, and I'm actually here to introduce a particular topic that will be of advantage in what in these three subjects: physics, most especially chemistry, and what maths, which is what conversion. In my years of teaching, I have found out that a lot of students always cram these aspects. They don't really understand it. They always cram it by saying 100 centimeter make 1 meter, and they actually go and on like that. They don't really understand how to go about the conversion. Now, I have what I call prefix. And in English, when you talk about prefix, from the word pre, before the name. Now, when you have something like discomfort, now this is actually a prefix to what? Comfort. So, we are going to be looking at a lot of prefix we have here. As you can see, I have what? Tera, I have giga, I have mega, I have kilo, I have hecto, I have deca, I have the name, I have deci, centi, milli, micro, nano, and pico. I will advise you all to pause this video and try to make an acronym from this, because at the long run, we are going to be using this table to solve a lot of what? Conversion problem. But before I actually dive into that, I would like to introduce you all to a little bit of indices. Now, from the word indices, x raised to the power of n. This n here is called index. Why this is called the what? The number line. The number base, sorry. Now, if I have 10 raised to the power of what? 2. It means what? 10 multiplied by 10 in what? 2 places. And I can also have in my indices that what? If I have 10 raised to the power of what? Minus 2. Now, in indices, I have it that what? This minus will what? Be what? 1 over 10 raised to the power of what? 2. Please, keep notes. And I also have in my indices that what? If I have x raised to the power of n divided by x raised to the power of m, I have it as what? Xn minus m. We are going to be using these laws of indices in order to solve the problem under this table. Now, so I'm going to dive into the topic proper. Now, let us say convert 5 centimeter to millimeter. Now, follow the process. The first thing you need to do is that what? 5 centimeter multiplied by, cross it down. Now, as you can see, this is arranged in their descending order. So we have that what? Cm will come down and what? Milli will come up. Why? Because you want to cut out the cm. So now, how do I use this table to solve this kind of problem without cramming? So I have to look for what? The prefix that is higher. And in milli and centi, which one comes before? I said this is actually arranged in a descending order. So centi comes before milli. Therefore, centi is bigger than milli. Then I put what? 1. The one that is bigger takes 1. So the next one that you need to do is that what? You look at the bigger one, which is 10 raised to the power minus 2 centi, over the smaller one. That is the next step. 10 raised to the power of minus 3. And when you solve this indices wise, you have minus 2 minus minus 3. And you have it as 10 raised to the power minus 2 plus 3, which is what? 10 raised to the power 1. So you take this result and you put it at the space here. So you can now cut out this. What do you have as your answer? 5 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 1, which is 10, is equals to what? 50 millimeters. As very simple as ABC. So let us take this as 1. Let's go to the next one. If I say 2 terabytes to megabytes, 2 terabytes to megabytes. Now, let us follow the step again. So 2 terabytes multiplied by which one comes down? The one here. You have it as what? Terabytes. And the one going up is what? Megabyte. Why? So that you can cut out this. So now, the next thing you need to ask yourself, which one is bigger between tera and mega? Now, go to the table. You see that tera comes before mega. So tera comes before, you have 1. So the one that is bigger takes 1. So the next thing is that what? You take the bigger one up. That will be what? 10 raised to the power of what? 12 divided by mega. 10 raised to the power of what? 6. So that will be what? 10 raised to the power 12 minus 6 indices. So that will be what? 10 raised to the power of 6. So what do? You take this answer, you put it in this empty space. So you cannot cut out this. So what do you have? 2 multiplied by 10 raised to the power of 6 megabytes. As simple as ABC, or 2 million megabytes. Now let us look at another one. I want to be taking it gradually. Now let us say you want to convert 50 decimeter to kilometer. As simple as ABC. Just follow the process. What do you have? 50 decimeter multiplied by which one comes down? Decimeter. Kilometer comes up. In decimeter and kilometer, which one is bigger? We have what? From the table here, kilometer comes before deci. So we have what? Kilometer. You take 1. So therefore, kilometer comes up as the bigger one. Over decimeter is what? From the word deci. 10 raised to the power of minus 1. So you have what? 10 raised to the power 3 minus 1 indices. That will be what? 10 raised to the power 3 plus 1, which is what? 10 raised to the power 4. So you take this result and you put here 10 raised to the power of 4. This cancel out this and you have your answer to be what? 50 over 10 raised to the power of 4 kilometer. If 1 0 cancel out this remaining 3, you have the answer to be what? 5.0 times 10 raised to the power minus 3 kilometer. As simple as ABC. Alright, so for 4, let me go more higher. Now we have what? Let us say 10 centimeter square. Talking about area converted to what? Decimeter square. Now I want to make it looking more complicated. So we have that what? 10 centimeter square multiplied by, now which one comes down? We have centimeter square. So decimeter square. And don't forget we are talking about area here. Whenever you see the units raised to the power of 2, we are talking about area. So now let us still go back to what? Our process. Which one of them is bigger in decimeter and centimeter? Now for this one is deca, not deci. This is deci. So deci comes before centi. So it takes the what? Bigger one. So that will be what? Not only 1, but I'm going to apply what? These 2 there. So now the next thing is that what? The bigger one comes up, which is what? What is the factor for that? You have 10 raised to the power of minus 1 over centi, which is what? 10 raised to the power of what? Minus 2. So we can have it that what? 10 raised to the power what? Minus 1 minus 2, which is what? 10 raised to the power of minus 1 plus 2, which is 10 raised to the power of 1. So you take this answer, you put it here. 10 raised to the power 1 all square. So therefore you can cut out this. And what do you have next? You have what? 10 over what? if you have something like this in indices, x raised to power n raised to power n, it means x raised to power n multiplied by n. So 1 multiplied by 2 is what? Is what? 2. So we have 10 raised to power 2 what? Decimeter square. Because this has cancelled this. So what do you have? This cancel one of it, and you have the answer to be what? 1 over 10 decimeter square, or 10 raised to power minus 1 decimeter square. As simple as ABC. So let us look at what? Another one further. We can add that what? In the case of meters too, we can have 500 millimeters cube to what? Let me say decimeter cube. So we have it as what? 500 millimeter cube multiplied by millimeter cube will come down, going up, decimeter cube. From the table, which one is bigger? Deci comes before milli. So deci is bigger. So you have what? 1 all cube. So let us look at the relationship. So deci comes up, 10 raised to power minus 1 over milli comes thereafter, 10 raised to power minus 3, which is what? 10 raised to power minus 1 minus 3, which is 10 raised to power minus 1 plus 3, which is what? 10 raised to power 2. So you put it here, 10 raised to power 2. But you don't write the result there, but you add what? Cube, because you are talking about volume. So this cut out this. So what do you have as your answer? So it becomes what? 1 raised to power 3 is 1. You have what? 500 over 10, 2 times 3 is 6. 10 raised to power 6 decimeter cube. So what do you have? You cancel what? This. You remain 4. So you can write your answer as what? 5.0 times 10 raised to power minus 4 decimeter cube. As simple as what? A, B, C. You can pause it to actually view again. Now, let us look at what? Another complex one. All right, you all are welcome back. Now, we're going to be looking at what? Another one. 100 centimeter per minute to meters per second. So how do we solve this? That will be what? 100 centimeter over minute. That is what this means. Multiply by, now let us see how we can convert this. Centimeter comes down and meters comes up. Multiply by minutes up and what? You have seconds down. So now the first thing you need to ask yourself, which one is bigger in what? Meters and what? Centimeter. Now for meters, meters is what? Carrying just the name. Centimeter, decimeter, and millimeter, they are what? Prefix added to the name meters. So you add what? The name before what? Centi. So I add it as what? 1. Now for centi, we have that what? What is the relationship between the meter and what? Centi? We have 10 raised to the power of 0, which is the bigger one, over the smaller one, 10 raised to the power of minus 2. So you have what? 10 raised to the power 0 minus 2. So you have what? 10 raised to the power 0 plus 2, which is what? 10 raised to the power 2. So you put it here, the empty space. So in this case now, you have minute and second. Which one is bigger in minute and second? I will take you back to your primary school. You have that what? 60 seconds make 1 minute. 60 minutes make 1 hour. So therefore, you have what? For 1 minute, you have 60 seconds. So that means that what? Minute is bigger than what? Second. So it takes 1. So how many seconds make 1 minute? You have what? 60. So you put it there. So let us actually break it down. The minute we cut out, the centimeter we cut out. So how do we solve it here? So that will be what? 100 times 1. That will be what? 100 meters over What do you have? 100. We got 10 raised to power 2 is 100. Multiplied by what? 60 seconds. So this cut out this, you have what? 1 over 60 meters per second. As simple as that. Now let us look at what? The last one. So we can add what? 50 centimeter, or let me take it to mass. Let us say gram per millimeter cube. Gram per millimeter cube is talking about density. So this actually was converted to what? The standard unit, which is kilogram per meter cube. So how do we solve this? That will be what? 50 gram over what? Millimeter cube. So let us see how we can convert what? Gram, and also see how we can convert millimeter cube. So for gram, we have gram coming down because we want to cut it out. So you convert it to what? Kilogram. And millimeter cube, you want to call it out, you bring it out. You convert it to what? Meter cube. So now, let us ask a question. Which one of these is what? Bigger, a kilogram and what? Gram. Gram is standing as the name. Kilogram is a prefix added to what? The what? Gram. So we have kilo. So we have that what? Kilo comes before the name. So therefore, kilo is bigger. Takes 1. So what do I have? I have what? 10 raised to power 3 as kilo over what? The name. So which is what? 10 raised to power 3. So you put it here. Now let's go to what? Millimeter and meters. Which one is bigger? Millimeter is what? Milli. While meter is the name. So the name comes before millimeter. So therefore, the name takes 1. It's bigger. So now, but you don't put just 1 because we are talking about volume. You put cube. So therefore, what do you have? You have that what? 10 raised to power 0 over what? 10 raised to power minus 3. Which is 10 raised to power 0 minus 3. Which is 10 raised to power what? 3. So you put it here, 3, but raised to power 3 because you are talking about volume. So therefore, you can cut this out. So you can cut this out. So what do you have as your answer? So this will be what? Written as 50 multiplied by, this is 10 raised to power what? 3 times 3, 9. Right? Kilogram. Over, what do you have? 10 raised to the power of what? 3 meter cube. So this can cut out this and remain what? 6. And you have the answer as what? 50 times 10 raised to power 6 kilogram per meter cube as the answer. As you can see, you all can actually what? Solve questions by using this table, by conversion. And if you are facing any difficulty or any challenges, you can just comment in the comment section so that I can actually solve the question for you. You can ask any question concerning physics, theoretically or what? Mathematically. So thank you. Please like.